Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Well, I was going out today. I was going to go out and it's freezing cold here, freezing cold. And I was thinking now, I got ready to go. I thought I ain't going to go out there, so I was going to go actually and have a look at the up the showground where they have the sale on up there, because they're just letting a few people in at a time, and I don't need to go there that bad. I really don't. So anyway, I'll show you what I did after from the last video. I made these little books to put in my on the moon. Put on the moon. I put the I put the moon on the book, because now I have two books. Now I have two Gypsy journals, because I'm just going to do two. Okay, I'm doing two. Now they're not going to have many. They are having pages in them, but I'm also making journals to put in the book. So I have small little writing pads that I'm doing to put in the book, so there's journaling space as well as all the pretty stuff, okay? Now, while I'm just thinking about this, before I do that bit, I want to go back to the door. We're going back to the door. I went and I bought these little hairdo things. I call them hairdo things. They're hair bands. Just the day before, a couple of days ago, anyway, and just cut the wrong thing. Did I cut the wrong thing? I have to cut this thing, because this one is a little bit tight. Different ones have said they're going to deteriorate, but I think that'll take a little while. I don't know. So I want to put this in, let me see, I'll have this goldy colour one, for the door closure. And it's stuck to the other one. What does that all mean? So that should be fine. So I'll keep these for little ideas. Hope I don't lose them before I get a chance to use some more. Yeah, so that little one was a little bit tight. I hope this one will be okay. I sat there for a while looking at them to see what I thought about, which one to get to use. That's good, but it's too big. It's too big. Well, that's not impressing me. Hang on a second. Maybe I could make a knot in it or something. Or wrap it round here a few times. Around my key. Put it through here. And around that's better. Now it's right. So I might even have wrapped it maybe one too many times, so I can undo that. I can undo it a bit. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I can take this out a tiny bit. Oops, wrong way. There you go. If I can get this... no, I don't think it's going to flee around a bit, isn't it? Looks good, the thing itself, but then we've got... But see, I'm going to glue that on there, so it won't be wiggling about. It should stay perfectly fine if I glue it there. Now I need to put some glue on there that I trust immensely, which would be... I'll have to try this one here for today. Do you think this will ever come out of here? Because it's really cold today. Nothing's going to be moving along. This is moving a bit, this one. Oh yeah, it's coming down the side here pretty quick. Look at that. Good. It is absolutely freezing. About 5 degrees, I think it is. That's in Celsius. And I am so cold because I'm in my room here, but I didn't get the heater put in here for a while ago, because I was going to go out, but it was really foggy today. The sun's going to start to come out any minute now. So I'm gluing the key to the page, and we'll just see what happens. I hope it stays there, and this bit also have a bit of glue on it just to hold it down there. And while I'm holding on to this, I want to talk to you about my chair. yesterday, the day before, don't remember now, it must have been the day before yesterday, they brought my chair for me to sit in to see how, if it was any good to me, right, the chair we ordered. I didn't really actually order it, the man just picked out what, and he ordered it. It was way too big. I could not get on it. Like too high off the ground. The lowest that come down, I could not lift myself to get into it. It's way too wide. The seat was way too wide. I'm short and I'm chubby. Well, chubby, we can say a bit more than chubby, but I think he might have overestimated anyway, but he was trying to do his best. So there was no way I could get on it, no way whatsoever. I could have got on it with somebody's help, I guess, I don't know, but I couldn't lift myself onto that seat because the seat was too high. So I've since made ideas and talked about it, and we're going to measure, which is not even at the shop today, so I couldn't get that done. I'm going to measure me and see what size I need by, so it'll be made to fit myself, because having it too big all around was just not a good idea. I mean, you need something you can get in and out of, and that was the idea, that I could do that, and then when I'm sitting down here, I could be down, and then I could lift it up and I could get off it. But I couldn't get on it to start with, so that went the wrong way. So that was taken back, and we're having another try. I don't know how long it's going to be. I can't say. I was talking to another man about one this morning, and he said it'd take a couple of weeks to make it. So I don't know. I'm getting a bit worried. People are waiting for me to see me chair, but I can only do this as fast as I can do this. Okay, so definitely still working on getting my new chair for in here. Okay, so, and then it's got to have special casters put on it so it won't roll back. So that will be good. The man I was talking to this morning, he said he'd have it all put on before they send it to me, because some of them just come not put together, and he's going to put it together. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get something happening. All right, so that I fixed that front of that book, and now I'll show you these little fellas I got here. I made tiny little books, a little bit of, you could do some writing in, or whatever you want to do. Like you could even put something else in there, stick pictures in it or something, and this is another one. And I put a little bit of something on there and put that on it. So when I first did them, they were really hard to get in there because everything wasn't quite dry. But once things dry, things start to look better, don't they? I don't know if you've seen that I'd put this piece here on the bottom. I really love that. So this is going to be one of my journals. So that's going to be the cover of this one. It has a banishing spell, as you can see. It's got a few bits in it. And then I'm going to put a pocket in the back of it to put one of my books in. One of these journals. I'm going to put 2 in each one, I think. So this I made out of, that was the paper that I made when I printed out, on the printer when the ink was wearing out. It was, so I printed this off this colour, and I really think that looks good on there. And I'm going to put this in this pocket here. I've made it so it's got a little gusset thing, see? So we've got a little gusset thing here, so we don't have any trouble getting it down in here, all right? And so far I've just stuck that piece of purple across there because my ideas are here. But I'm thinking about what to do with how to put that, what to put on here, which shouldn't be too hard because I put that there to start with because I was thinking about putting some of this purple lace over the top of it. But then we've got the top and the bottom bit, and I need something a bit more of interesting thing, another sort of bit more interest. Let me see, what have I got? I have this one here, and that's nice, but I'm thinking the checks are not what I'm looking for today. I've got this nice one here. This is cool. This bit here's nice, isn't it? Oh yes, I do like that. That's quite neat, eh? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick this on. Right. I'm going to put this on here like this. I'll just cut that so I've got less. I know I'm going to end up trimming it and wasting a little bit, but at least if I can control it, it'll be good. So this has got wire in it. This piece is across the top and across down here. But I'm thinking I might leave that like that. I might leave the wire in it. And put something else not so... Oh, here, look at this. It's sitting very near me. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? That's nice. That looks like a fish, doesn't it? We've got some more strips of pretty colours. We've got more of those bits. I tied it up a bit, and when I do tidy up, I have a hard time finding anything again, just for a little while, and then I drag it all down in front of me. Hang on, this is something that's not what I wanted. I thought it was something different. You never know though, do you? Unless you have a look. What you looking at? This is nice. It's got a lot of stuff on it. I'm having trouble with Cat today. He's, last night he made us go to bed. At least I think he did. Because he kept on, we usually go to bed about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And he's happy with that, and off he goes, and he gets in the bed in the spare room. That's where he's been sleeping lately. And he's quite happy there, so that's all right. And he kept on coming up to me, and he'd pat me on the hand, because it was after 11, and he'd come up and he'd pat me on the hand. He'd go over, I said, what's the matter? He'd go over and he'd look at Jeremy, and we were watching something on TV, so we were not paying a lot of attention to the cat, and that's probably another thing too. We should have been paying more attention to him, I suppose. So he thought so. Anyway, I won't be a second. I'm just fishing around in here. I'll find something in a minute. Nobody panic. Anyway, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go with what I was looking at. Anyhow, glue. I might use some of this. Is it going to move? No, that one's not working. This one is moving fast today. Anyhow, he just kept this up and looking at us and saying meow, and we were trying to figure out what was wrong, because he had plenty to eat and he'd been out to his toilet and he had everything was happening right, and then we realised what time it was, and he was trying to get us to go to bed. Because when we did, he was quite happy then. He he meowed outside our door and then went and got into bed. It was like he was putting us to bed because we were up. And this morning, I got this little foot patting me on the hand, little cold foot it was too, at 8 o'clock for me to get out of bed. I was asleep, but that's okay. I should have been up a bit earlier, I imagine, and he thought so too. And now he's out there crying because he wants to come in here, and I can't have him in here because he won't let me do this. He doesn't want me to craft without him, and it's very hard with him. So anyway, he'll be right for a minute. He's okay. Sure he's looking after me and Jeremy. I really am. He's has a little fish that he brings in and gives it to us just to look after at night time, and then off he goes. He goes back out again. He cries at the door till we let him up in. Then he gets the fish and he puts it on the floor and says a few words, and then he cries at the door to go back out and leaves the fish with us like it was his child or something. Here, look after this, and off he goes. He's a bit of a carer. He thinks it's his baby. He's had it since he was a baby. This fish, loves his fish. Little plush red fish that I bought him when he was only a kitten. He's going to be 3 this year. I will do a video and put him in there so you can have a look at him one day. So if I think about it, he's a good little bloke. Okay, so What do you think now should I put on there, people? What do I put on there now? Something, I had that one that I was looking at, didn't I? But I don't know if, do I want to put this on? Move that, oh, excuse me, move that one out of the road. And let's put this on here. I'm thinking I might cover this page because I want it a little bit sturdier than what it is. So I'm thinking I might cover the page. What are we going to put on the page? We put paper or fabric on there. Whatever it is going to be making it a lot sturdier, and that will be a good thing because it's not flimsy, but I don't want, you know, I want it to last for hundreds of years. We need it to last for hundreds and hundreds of years, don't we? This is pretty cool that I got here. This is a bit out of my other journal I was making. I mean, I don't know if the colours on that will look any good with these colours. That I'm definitely going to use on something. I'll be putting this in there somewhere. Let me see if I move this off here because I've got a few things sitting on top of me bin again. Can't help myself. And find something to put across that, to cover it with, I should say. Shouldn't I? Cover it with something. Oh, look at this. Isn't this nice? Wow, that's cool. Oh, I love the colour of that. I think I might put this on here. What do you reckon? Even if it's got the colour behind it, I like the colour of this. Yeah. Put something on there first, Sonya. Well, where's them pages? I just had them. What do I do with here? There. Here's the pages that I printed out. So maybe I could just put one of these up there and behind here. See, this is what I did when we printed it. It said it had no ink in it, so it still printed out all this stuff, which is really pretty, isn't it? And I was actually going to put this in my Gypsy thing to start with, my Gypsy Journal, but it ended up that I didn't, so I'm going to put a piece of that on there just to make this page a bit heavier, a bit more sturdy. So, I need it to be out there. I'll make a little snip. Do you think? Yep. And one up here. So I'll cut it just below it. Now this is just a general craft with me thing, or working on this book. Which way am I going? Why didn't I put it over here? And why do I want a crease in it? That wasn't very clever, was it? Right, now let's start again. I'm going to cut that down there. Take a tiny bit more off that. I don't know if that was a tiny bit, Sonya, but anyway. And some off the top. Rightio. Now I can put that there. Give this a bit more stability. I don't know if I can put that. I suppose I can. Use this big jobby thing of glue. Don't know if that's a good idea though. I might take that off there after I've put it all on there. Nah. I hate that though, see, I don't want to waste it. It's just annoying if you don't waste it because it's hanging all out the top. Oh dear, I got a thing from Spotlight this morning, catalogue, but couldn't find nothing. That's terrible, isn't it? Isn't it terrible? I couldn't find anything to buy. It's all right. I got what I need. I've got what I need. There's always something later on down the track. You know, if you run out of something, you can always get something later on down the track. If I need anything. They send you things for discounted prices when you don't really need anything. And I hope that's covered that. Furnish it out a bit of hope. Ah, come on. Okay. That's looking good. And this will look good. And I want something up along here. The edge of that. Something along the edge of it. That's cool. She's still delving around in a box here that I hadn't even really been through, got much out of yet. No, that's not quite what I'm after. Not quite what I'm after. What am I after? I'll get this up here. Box down from out of there so I can see in it. I've got two of them here and I can't see in them because there's one on top of the other. Here we go. Come here, you. You stay there nicely now. Sit still, everybody. Ah, dear. Right. Now, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, something down the side. I like the orange one. I do love this orange one. This might be put down the side, eh? Righto. I have these pieces that I still haven't put in there yet either, that I've made for the. You sit up there till it's your turn to go in the book, okay? Just sit up there until it's your turn. I've got things sitting in front of me, so I'll remember to use them. But I'm going to put a shelf there. I have to. I can't. I can't not. I tried to get away with that putting it there, but I'm going to have to, so I can use We'll use these bits. We will. There's our umbrella. We still haven't got back to that yet. But now I've got two books. I've got plenty of things to put in them. I should be right. Okay, so let's add my skirt. That didn't go to the bin yet. Now I'm going to put that on there when I finish decorating it, of course. And that can go there like that. I'm just figuring out if I want it to go behind, and I do. And this is the top. Okay, so when you use something like this, you need to make sure that it's not going to fray undone, because, and this has got a bit of sticky tape on it. I don't know whether it was already there or if I put it on there or what, but I'm going to put glue on that to stop it from running everywhere. Seems I'm using this morning, I might give it a go. Seems it's working a little bit. I'm doing the fabric and the paper together. Now don't come out because I need you to, will you? Yeah, you're just covered in glue, me. Come on. I just want to put that down to there, where it's coming to there, so I don't have to go behind this. Cat's still crying. He can't help himself, can he? Okay, to that part. He keeps just hopping that red thing is. Oh geez, I've got some glue on this thing. Well, that won't work, will it, Sonia? Because then you're going to have nothing for the rest of it on the other side of the page. Ah, dearie me. You sometimes amaze me. Don't mean it in a good way. You weren't thinking me, Sonia. No, I was not thinking. I must admit I was not thinking. Now I'm hoping that I can get that fair back together. Fair back together where I took it apart. Righto. If you don't tell anybody, nobody's going to know, are they? Okay. So you get some glue on this velvet piece. The moon is, but I managed to get it off, so that was good. Put a bit of glue on the end of this to make it stop from fraying. We'll be having a piece of dangle anyway on this part, I'd say. There'll be something dangly on there. Now, that doesn't look too bad. It's pretty close. Pretty close. It's not going to come, and it's not going to come off, so we're all good. We don't need to take it off, do we? So that'll look nice though, sitting there, won't it? All right. Now, so on the bottom, I'm going to have something like this, because I've got a piece of that. But before that, we need to put something here. What do we think? What do we think in this bit, aren't we? We're thinking about that bit, wasn't I? Yeah, it was. It's purpley, purpley, purpley. Out the way. Righto. Glue this down here. This is me new glue in this pot, but I didn't leave the top on it. I must have lighted out of here in a hurry. Now I don't know how long I've been in here because I forgot to put that thing on. But if I finish doing a couple of things, then I'll go to the next video anyway. So I didn't come in a little late, so come on, you come out of there, glue. I'll put this underneath it. Because when you've got a lace thing, you know, if you want it to show the right colour or a different colour, it depends what you've got underneath it, what your colour's going to come out like. This is coming out a bit at a time, but it's there. So I think you'll know how to do that concertina bit on the pockets to make them wider so that they won't be sort of getting pushed out at all. So I've got enough of that. I'm going to stick this in here to help with the colour of the lace. So the lace will stay. I'm not in the shot here, only just. I'll move myself back up here a bit. Here we go. Now, cut the bit off the bottom. Don't need all that, do we? We don't need all this. Very good. So I couldn't make a video yesterday anyway because I had a really bad migraine. I put one up that I'd made the day before because I couldn't believe it how bad I felt. But anyway, it happens, doesn't it, from time to time? These things are sent to try us. That's what my mother used to say. Yeah, these things are sent to try us. Okay, so that's that bit, and the book part is floating around here somewhere. What have I done with the little book insert I'm putting in there? It might be underneath it. Oh, it doesn't take long for something to disappear in here, does it, Sonia? No, it does not. I've got one. This is not the one though, is it? If I wouldn't keep throwing things about, I might be able to find something. What if I put it in this box here? You wouldn't have thought I would have done, would you? No, and I didn't, I don't think. No, it's not in there. Not in here. Everything's fair in front of you. You lose things fair in front of yourself. I do. Oh, yeah. It's here. Nobody panic. Here, we got it. We got it. Right, now back to this. Yeah, there's still bits and pieces through here that I have to work on. This time don't put it too far away, Sonia. Please. So that'll look better because the colour underneath that'll make that look a bit better, won't it? That's quite pretty, isn't it? Yes, I like that. Okay. And we put some glue on. Takes just a little while to dry this one, but it does do a good job of drying. And you've got to have enough on here, so you've got sticking down everywhere, because there's pieces here that are a bit holy, and you have to make sure that you've got everything covered when you stick it down. Where's this part? Like that. Can come up there like so. I'll put something interesting on here when we finish doing the pocket. This is the pocket. Okay. Now I'm going to use these scissors here so I can cut this off. I can use that for one of them, a little jazzy tucky thing, or a snippet or something. There's bits I'm cutting off here. I can go for snippet rolls or snippet thingies, you know, little pieces to put on the top of your journals or whatever you want to do. Can be used for something like that. Well, I do like that, and I don't think I have to worry about disguising these sides. I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I meant covering over those two end bits. I'll have to see what I've got to put down there shortly, I guess. I suppose I could put this on it. No, I won't. I do not want that on there at all. So you have your three pieces. You have your three bits. That means it's getting stuck to something else. That's not handy at all. Ah, dear, come on. Hope you can see this, what I'm doing. I keep disappearing out of the view of my eyes. Oh dear. Move myself over a bit. Okay, so now I've got it like this, okay? And that's how you use this part here. Okay, and then I have to put a little bit more glue down this bit here, because it's got a little all stuck down straight. I don't know if I want to put anything on there. Could do a lifting up thing, because I don't want to cut a hole out, so I could do a little tab to lift it up, and we'll work on that shortly. We're going to glue this in. Now it's got to go across here, I mean down here, down this piece. And this one. Laying on the glue. I'll go to the bottom so it doesn't fall out. We need the bottom. I suppose I could have put a piece of a gussety thing in that too, but I don't think I needed to. It doesn't really need the bottom bit to have a gusset. I don't think so. I'm going to take this up not quite on the edge for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to stick something else across here, aren't I? So I might take it a little bit that way. Yeah, okay. Right, are we good? Yeah. Now put that in there. Okay. Keep pressing on this till it decides to glue. Till it glues down. That sure is a flash piece, isn't it? I might put that up there. I like that. I'm going to have that over there. I'll have to do something with my brolly too. This is cool, this piece. Got some really nice bits on it. It should go well. That's our garbage man out there. He usually comes real early for morning, you know, but today's not. He must have been frozen. That might have been what it was. He couldn't get out of bed. It was too cold. I put enough glue on here to make this stick down, make sure I got it all. I'm not too worried about the frayy bits. That adds to the thing, and this just so happens to be the right colours for on here, doesn't it? Just happens to go the way I want it to. They're stuck down enough. Yeah, that's good. See, that's going to lift up like that without coming undone, I hope. I'm just going to snag it round here and peep under there. Make sure that's stuck down properly. It is. This bit here I'm not real keen on because we'll move over. There's a bit of wire there. A bit of wire, move over a bit. There we go. Very good. Now this is going to go down into here. Right. Now I made this journal little thingy. Haven't quite made it yet, so I'm going to make this, and I want to put some sort of a nice thing on the front, whether it be a saying. Maybe this one here that I printed off. I might put this on here, and I've got a couple more here that I want to look at, but I think we're considering these. We'll see what we have. Let's cut this out first. Where's the right sort of scissors and I need? Where are they? I've got too much stiff. I've got too much stuff here. You know, when you're trying to find something in a whole heap of stuff, it's really hard, isn't it? Really hard to see what you're looking for. It is. Now I've cut this, I realise I could have did it with a little bit of a I'm going to cut it with these. I don't know why, I just thought I'd like something a bit different. A bit of a trim of some sort, a bit of edging. Woo. Straight is that right? Oh. This is a Gypsy proverb, it says. Oh dear, this is going to be touch and go. The on. I get it? Yep, I got it so without wrecking it too much at all. Didn't wreck it too much. Right here now, do I want that there? I don't know. I think so. I think I'm going to put that on that book. And then put the book in the little nest. Okay, now I'm going to put this on here with a glue stick. That will work. It's good enough because if you put enough glue stick on there, it'll stay there. You're doing paper to paper to paper to paper. We're doing paper to paper. Only thing the issue with is the little pointy bits. Am I still here? Yep. I'm still in the shot, so that's good. I might just put that to one side over here, just for interest's sake, and then we might have something else that we can put on here with it shortly. Is that straight? Yes, we're going to call it straight. We're going to say that. That's got to be straight. I should have put some ink on that, shouldn't I? A bit late now. But you can do something else with it. I can put something like this around the edge of it later anyway. Or some stickles. Some stickly stuff. I'll have them there somewhere. Just can't see them for the time being. Righto. Now, just sew this in. Just should. Oh, it's upside down. Oh no, it's not. Move it. Quick. Very good. Now, me this. I'll do some bit of inking on it. Give it a bit more whatever's, you know. I might come back on here after and do more inking. I might staple this. Let's do the staple thing without mucking it up and making me cry. Okay, well I won't cry, but I do say some funny things, different things, maybe not so funny. Righto, move over you. Now the part that we want on the back will be, come on, you can come apart, Sonya. It comes apart, doesn't it, people? Yeah, got him. Okay. So now I need something underneath this. Where's my bit of foamy thing? Come on, come on. Gotcha. Now, so this part here is the part that's going to go down, isn't it? Righto. We'll start in the middle. We'll make sure we got this straight, eh? Make sure you got it straight. Let's start in the middle. And, oops, might be too pushy down. I need something a bit firmer than that. You won't ever do that with that. What have I got? I had this really good piece of stuff, didn't I, that I used the last time. Where did that go? Your guess is as good as mine, eh? Yeah. Here we go. Look at that. I found it. It's a piece of cutting board mat or something. And it will work. If I can get this. I have to hang the rest of the... I got the rest of my stapler down over the side of the chair, over the side of the table, so I can do this. So, because I wouldn't be able to push that down. You missed it. Sonya, you missed the corner. The end, I mean. That one's sideways too. Not very clever at this, are you? Wait a minute, I'm going to have to take them out, at least that one. There's a hole now. Oh, not too bad a hole. We're not going to stress about that too much. So when you press this down here on this, something I didn't know about before. A lot of people use it all the time. And you've got something underneath it. These will only turn, they won't turn over, so I use my bone folder, which is not a very good idea. That's not hard enough to work on that. Maybe I can do it with my pliers. Press them closed. There we go. There's one. Push that down, and push that down, and that one, and that one. This one here's a bit off centre, isn't it, too, by the look of it? Oh, no, it's not too bad. As long as the book opens and closes and it doesn't look out of whack or tacky or anything. Righto, I'll move that away now. This it says a cutting system. It was originally $6 and I think I paid 20 cents for it somewhere at Vinnie's or something. Pretty cool piece of stuff, that. But you need something like that so that your staple will go through and it won't, and it doesn't close. So it's a pretty cool way to do that, I reckon. You don't, couldn't very well say to people you don't need one of those other long arm things, do you, if you got one of those? But you do. Everybody needs a bit of everything in their craft room, don't they? I've always been used to pressing these down with the back of the scissors, and I don't know. It's a good idea. It's not working. This needs something with a bit of strength behind it. Okay, so now I can put a piece of something down the back of this. I don't think I'll use washi tape. I don't know. I might leave it for a little while and do it a bit later. But I'll just start another video now because I want to do a bit more on these journals. So that's going to have that in the back. This here's going to have something along there to just, you know, just for the edging. So I'll come back and do that, okay? So thank you everybody for watching it, and I'll be back the next day. Thank you. Bye-bye.